before you import a file like a DWG in Revit, you'd like to look at that file by opening it. You want to investigate the layers and the units. Normally, Revit will use AutoCAD will use millimeters as the default unit. But here you can see that the surveyor created this floor plan using meters as the default unit for one drawing unit. So I can issue a distance command. Try to measure this frontage of this particular lot, and you can see that it does use 1 as a meter instead of a millimeter. So we're used to using 1 as millimeter. So when we draw in AutoCAD, we use 1000 for a meter. But surveyors normally would simply use the unit or value 1 to mean 1 meter. So having known that, you can close this file. No need to save that. You can close your AutoCAD file. Go to your Revit. Now, when you're closing your Revit, you want to close this button first. The reason for that is because you do have a lot of different windows open. If you type WT, we have already opened so many windows here, so much so that if you close one of each of this window at a time, it will take you so much time to do so. Okay, so you do want to close the windows. Expand this. Okay. It's a little bit different now. 2019. View. So instead of slide window, let's look at one of the windows. And you don't have the maximize window now button. How do you maximize this? View, tab window. Okay. So instead of closing it one at a time, so view, tab window, you want to close all inactive windows. So by clicking that button, all other windows will be closed. So you don't have to do it one at a time. And then you can close the program. Do you need to save it? Simply say no. Okay. Okay, so that's how you close. Again, let me open this. Every time you open a window, a view, you're opening all these windows. If you close it one at a time and you have all those windows open, it will take you a while. A shortcut is to simply close this, close all inactive windows, and then close the last window so that you're able to close that quickly. Okay, let's create a new project. New project. Let's use an architectural template. Making sure that you're creating a project, not a template. Click OK. And now we're ready to insert our site plan. So that will be our AutoCAD file. To do that, you want to be in the site view. You know you're in your site view because you're able to see your project base point and your survey point. There are actually two markers here. Now that you're in your site plan view, you want to import your CAD file. You can link your CAD file. For now, we're just going to import that CAD file. Go to your folder. D drive. Now, there are several items that you would like to take note of. Number one, the reason why we went to the site view is because we want to show the site plan drawn in CAD to be only viewed in that current view. So we only want to see this in the site plan view. So check current view only. That way, you don't see this particular CAD file in the different levels or the ceiling plans and other floor plan views. Next, you want to change the color to black and white. You don't want to show the color coding that you normally do in AutoCAD. You can import all layers, or you can say only the visible ones, or you may specify the layers that you would like to import into Revit. Now, here you can tell Revit to auto-detect the units from the file that you're going to be importing. But normally, since I already know that the units being used in AutoCAD is in meter, I'd rather tell Revit the units to use. So in this case, I'm going to use meters. Since I'm doing a site plan, I do not want Revit to correct lines that are slightly off axis. And the reason for that is you don't want your lines, property lines, that are maybe 1 degree or so corrected or straightened. Now, when you're working on your with other people or in a group, often you would like to use the same center, either using center to center, center of AutoCAD, which is the absolute point in AutoCAD, or origin to origin, so that anytime you share your files, you're able to place the file or model in the same shared point. And we'll learn more about this in the future. So for now, let's just say auto origin to origin. Okay. You can take a photo of this for your reference or screen capture. Again, current view only. You don't want the image to be shown in all the other views. Black and white. We don't need the colors here. There's a different way of doing line weights. You want to import all layers. Since we know that the AutoCAD file is in meter, use meter. So always double check. And then we're using auto origin to origin. Okay. Click open. Okay. And then type ZA. So you can see that in reference to your AutoCAD file, this is the auto origin insertion.